In the intricate dance of human emotions, love often wears a mask. Imagine a man, seemingly composed, yet beneath the surface, his heart races at the mere thought of her. Have you ever caught a glimpse of that fleeting smile, or noticed how his gaze lingers just a second too long? These subtle cues can reveal a hidden world of affection, even when he tries to play it cool. What if those little signs you missed were actually his heart whispering secrets? Picture him laughing a bit too hard at your jokes or finding excuses to be near you. It's like a game of hide and seek, where the prize is the truth of his feelings. Each gesture, each glance, is a breadcrumb leading you deeper into his psyche. But here's the twist. Understanding these signs isn't just about decoding his actions. It's about unlocking a deeper connection, tapping into the wisdom of Carl Jung, who believed that our unconscious desires often reveal themselves in the most unexpected ways. So, let's dive into this captivating realm where love hides in plain sight and discover the secrets that could change everything. Ready to explore? Subscribe to the channel now and uncover the mysteries of spirituality with Carl Jung. The journey begins now. Nonverbal behaviors. When it comes to attraction, nonverbal cues often speak louder than words. Have you ever noticed someone locking eyes with you just a moment longer than usual? That prolonged eye contact can be a telling sign of interest. It's as if they're trying to draw you in, to establish a connection that goes beyond mere conversation. A smile can also be a powerful indicator. If he's flashing those frequent, genuine smiles your way, it suggests he feels comfortable around you and enjoys your presence. It's not just about the grin either. It's the way his whole face lights up that can make your heart skip a beat. Then there's body language, which can be incredibly revealing. If he tends to lean in when you're talking, it shows that he's engaged and perhaps a little fascinated by what you have to say. That subtle shift of his body toward you can indicate that he wants to be closer, both physically and emotionally. Likewise, if you catch him mirroring your movements, maybe he crosses his legs when you do or tilts his head in the same way, it could be a sign that he's trying to establish rapport, making you feel more connected. Additionally, the way he positions his hands can also tell you a lot. Open palms and relaxed gestures typically signify comfort and openness. If he's fidgeting or hiding his hands, it might suggest that he's feeling nervous, perhaps because he's attracted to you. These small gestures can be the telltale signs of an underlying interest that he may not be fully expressing verbally. Another aspect to consider is the proximity he maintains when you're together. If he tends to stand or sit a little closer than what feels comfortable for most platonic relationships, that could be his way of signaling that he wants more than just friendship. Each inch closer can be a step towards building intimacy, and it's a dance that often goes unnoticed until you start paying attention. Finally, watch for those fleeting moments when he looks at you with a soft gaze, one that seems to linger a bit too long. Those looks can be electrifying, hinting at a deeper attraction that he might not be ready to verbalize. In the world of nonverbal communication, these signs are often the breadcrumbs leading you toward understanding his true feelings. Interest in personal details. Now, let's dive into another telling sign of attraction: his interest in your personal life. If he's actively asking questions about your hobbies, your family, or even your favorite movies, it's more than just small talk. It's a sign he wants to know you on a deeper level. This curiosity often reflects his desire to build a connection that goes beyond surface-level interactions. It's as if he's seeking to uncover the layers of who you are, hoping to find common ground. When someone is genuinely interested in your life, it often manifests through follow-up questions that show he's paying attention. For instance, if you mention a band you love and he asks about your favorite songs or when you last saw them in concert, it reflects that he's not just listening, but he values what you have to say. This kind of engagement creates a bond that can be quite special, as it shows he's invested in your experiences and feelings. Moreover, if he shares personal stories or anecdotes in return, it's a clear indication that he's comfortable opening up to you. This reciprocal sharing can help to build trust and intimacy, making your interactions feel more meaningful. It's a dance of vulnerability, where both parties take turns revealing bits of themselves, creating a safe space for emotional connection. You might also notice that he remembers the little things you tell him. Perhaps you mentioned your favorite dessert or a recent trip you took, and he brings it up later. This kind of attentiveness is a strong signal that he cares about your life and wants to be a part of it. It shows that he's not just passing time. He's genuinely interested in the details that make you, you. Finally, if he goes out of his way to engage in activities that you enjoy, this can be a significant indicator of his feelings. Whether it's suggesting a coffee shop you love or inviting you to a concert of a band you adore, these gestures are not just about spending time together. They reflect his desire to connect with you on a deeper level, aligning his interests with yours. Changes in behavior. When it comes to deciphering feelings, changes in behavior can be the most telling sign of all. Imagine you're hanging out with him, and suddenly, he's more attentive than usual. He's opening doors, offering to carry your things, and asking if you need anything. These little shifts in how he treats you might not just be simple acts of kindness. They could hint at something deeper brewing beneath the surface. It's like he's shifting gears in how he interacts with you, perhaps because he's starting to see you in a different light. Consider the times you've noticed him being more protective. Maybe you're out with friends, and he instinctively positions himself closer to you, scanning the room as if he's your knight in shining armor. This urge to shield you from potential discomfort or danger can be a significant indicator that he's developing romantic feelings. It's almost as if he's subconsciously deciding that your well-being is a priority for him, which can speak volumes about his emotional investment. Then there are those moments when he goes out of his way to help you. Whether it's picking you up when you're feeling down or surprising you with your favorite coffee, these acts of thoughtfulness are not merely coincidences. They may suggest that he's trying to foster a deeper connection with you. It's as if he's laying the groundwork for a relationship beyond friendship. You might find yourself wondering if he's consciously aware of these changes, or if they're just happening organically as he develops feelings for you. Another interesting aspect to observe is how he responds to challenges or stress when you're around. If he becomes more patient and understanding, that shift can be quite telling. It's as though he's trying to show you a softer, more vulnerable side of himself. This emotional openness can be a sign that he's comfortable with you and wants to deepen that bond. It's a subtle yet crucial transformation that shouldn't be overlooked. Lastly, let's not forget the playful teasing or banter that may become more frequent. If he starts to joke with you in a way that feels more intimate, it could mean he's experimenting with a more flirtatious dynamic. This playful behavior can be a way for him to gauge your reaction and see how you respond to his advances. It's a dance of sorts, where each of you is testing the waters of what could be a budding romance. Signs of jealousy. Jealousy can often be a tricky emotion to navigate, especially in the context of budding relationships. If you notice him reacting differently when you interact with others, it might be worth taking a closer look. Perhaps you're chatting with a mutual friend, and you catch him stealing glances your way, his expression shifting from carefree to slightly tense. This unease can be a significant indicator that he feels possessive, which often accompanies deeper feelings of affection. Think about those moments when someone else flirts with you or shows interest. If he suddenly becomes quiet or his demeanor shifts, it's a sign that he's not entirely comfortable with you receiving attention from others. This discomfort can manifest in various ways, like crossing his arms or shifting his body language to create distance. These physical cues can be telling, as they often point to underlying feelings of jealousy that he may not openly express. Of course, jealousy doesn't always have to be overt. Sometimes it shows up in subtle ways, like him making passive-aggressive comments about your friendships or mentioning how he finds it interesting that you're so popular. These remarks, while seemingly innocuous, can indicate that he's feeling a sense of competition. If you find him trying to steer the conversation back to you or downplaying the other person's charm, it might be his way of signaling that he wants to be the one in your spotlight. Additionally, his reactions may vary based on the context of the interactions you have. For instance, if you're out with a group and someone makes a joke about you that he finds amusing, he might laugh along. But if that same person were to compliment you directly, you might see a flicker of annoyance in his eyes. This duality can show that he's grappling with his feelings, enjoying your social life, while also feeling a twinge of jealousy at the thought of sharing your attention. Ultimately, jealousy can serve as a litmus test for how deeply he feels about you. If he's willing to confront these feelings, even if it's in small ways, it may mean that he's more invested than he's letting on. The key is to observe these behaviors and consider whether they align with the deeper emotional connections you're both exploring. Signs of jealousy. When it comes to the intricate dance of relationships, jealousy often plays a surprising role. It's not uncommon for someone to exhibit subtle signs when they feel a pang of jealousy, especially if they have deeper feelings for you. If you notice him becoming a bit more withdrawn or noticeably tense when you talk about other people, it might be time to pay attention. These reactions can manifest in various ways, such as shifting his gaze or crossing his arms, signaling that he's not entirely comfortable with the idea of you being close to someone else. Another telltale sign of jealousy can be found in his comments. If he makes light-hearted jabs or teasing remarks about someone else, this could be his way of expressing discomfort. For instance, if he jokingly questions why you spent time with a particular friend or mentions how lucky they are to know you, it might hint at his underlying feelings. This form of banter may be an attempt to mask his true emotions, but it also serves as a clue that he may not just see you as a friend. Additionally, keep an eye on how he reacts during social gatherings. If he seems overly attentive when you're chatting with other guys, or if he subtly positions himself closer to you, these could be signs of jealousy at play. It's as if he's trying to stake his claim, showing that he values his connection with you. You might even notice him glancing your way more often, as if he needs to keep tabs on who is around you. This behavior can reveal a protective instinct that goes beyond mere friendship. Sometimes, jealousy can manifest in more overt actions, such as him trying to monopolize your time or attention. If he starts inviting you out more frequently or finds reasons to check in with you, it could indicate that he wants to ensure no one else gets too close. He might also begin to share more about his own feelings, perhaps even revealing his insecurities in a way that invites you to reassure him. This shift can be an unspoken way of saying, "I care more than I let on." Lastly, it's essential to consider the context of these feelings. Jealousy doesn't always come from a place of insecurity. Sometimes it can stem from genuine affection. If he seems to be struggling with the idea of you being close to others, it may highlight his desire for a deeper connection with you. Understanding the nuances of his reactions can help you gauge where he stands emotionally, allowing for open and honest conversations about your relationship's trajectory. And there you have it, those 7 secret signs that reveal he's truly head over heels, even if he's trying to keep it under wraps. Isn't it fascinating how our subconscious can give away our deepest feelings? Jung would say it's all about that dance between the conscious and the unconscious mind. Now, can you think of a time when you noticed these signs in someone? Maybe it was a friend or a crush. How did it make you feel? Remember, understanding these signals can not only enhance your relationships, but also help you connect on a deeper level. So what's next for you? Are you ready to take a closer look at your own interactions? Or perhaps dive into the world of Jungian psychology and uncover more layers of human behavior? If you found these insights valuable, imagine the connections you can create by being more aware. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments below. And hey, if you're eager for more intriguing content like this, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and most importantly, keep connecting.